News anchor Tal Heinrich. Tal, it's good to see you. I see people are walking behind you already. How many people are taking part in this march?
40,000 people, Ami, and they're loud and they're happy. It's a beautiful day to be celebrating Israel here on 5th Avenue. Actually, it's not such a beautiful day, as you can see. It's pretty gloomy.
It is.
The skies are not cooperating with us. Still, you know, it's New York and it's the weekend. We don't have very good luck with weather over here yet, but it's a fun day. A lot of children, they have been preparing months in advance. There are 30 floats that will proceed along 5th Avenue. This parade starts on 57th Street and it goes up in Manhattan. And among these floats, there are some friends of the IDF, Birthright, also an organization called Nefesh B'Nefesh. And atop this float, atop this truck, all the people that you will see will be eventually making Aliyah within this year. We got the opportunity to talk to some of the people celebrating Israel here today. First and foremost, Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Danny Danon. Take a listen.
Beautiful. We appreciate so many people coming to stand with Israel, and here we have UN ambassadors standing with us. Israel is not alone. We have friends in the US, we have friends around the world, and we appreciate that.
Excellent. And I understand, Tal, that you also spoke to some Israeli veterans.
Right. You get to hear very diverse, interesting stories around 5th Avenue here. And I got the opportunity to talk with a World War II veteran, an American veteran who also fought for Israel in Israel's War of Independence back in 1948. It was a very moving interview to do. Take a listen.
Israel should be remembered as a democracy and its good doings for people all over the world. And that's why I'm here today, to keep the legacy going.
Tal, have you seen any of the usual anti-Israel demonstrations going on, or are they too little and too quiet, hopefully?
From where we're standing, Ami, we didn't really feel anything, especially, I mean, besides this big celebration. But we do see, and I think you can also see here behind me, a lot of police officers are securing this area, about 1,000 officers. You know, the NYPD, they're taking no chances with the Celebrate Israel parade. I also heard that there are sharpshooters on the rooftops around here. I cannot see them, but I know they are here, so it makes me feel secure. And there are trucks blocking certain avenues, certain streets, and they're filled with sand, you know, to avoid attempts of vehicle ramming, because we've had 2 of these within just this year.
Right.
So, of course, there is tight security around this area, Ami.
What are some of the highlights of the event this year? Some big names participating?
Right. First of all, there's an honorary Grand Marshal. Every year they honor someone else, and this year it's Israeli chef Eyal Shani. I'm sure you're familiar with him. He's a prominent figure in Israeli culinary culture, right? And pretty recently he opened Hamiznon. It's his restaurant in the city in Chelsea Market, and it became this sort of Israeli outpost where all the Israeli events are being celebrated, including the Eurovision win or Purim or certain holidays. You see parties taking place there. So he definitely deserves to be titled as a Grand Honorary Marshal today. Ninette Tayeb, the Israeli singer, is also here. She's marching along with Danny Dayan, Israel's consul to New York. And I should also mention that this event is just the beginning of a full day of celebrations around Israel's 70th anniversary. Israeli Ministry of Culture and Sports, with Minister Miri Regev, who's also in town, is organizing a big party in Times Square this evening. It will kick off, I think, around 8 p.m. And over there on the screens in Times Square, they will show a video they produced on Israel, especially for this event. And Israeli singer, Israeli performer Shiri Maimon, I'm sure you're also familiar with her, if you're familiar with Ninette Tayeb, right? She will also perform in Times Square with some Israeli DJs. Shiri Maimon, by the way, she will take Broadway stages pretty soon. She will perform in the musical Chicago. Yes, that's it. So a lot to celebrate today. There are a lot of events taking place around the city. Also, I know you'd like this one, Ami, at some other event taking place not so far from here. There's an attempt to break a Guinness record of the world's biggest banner made out of cookies. So a lot of blue and white cookies are somewhere in New York right now, attempting to break the record of Pakistan, by the way.
Okay. Tal Heinrich, thank you very much for that. I could not be more jealous. I actually like New York on a shady day. It looks fantastic. There have